We are using these bottles because people litter them in the community. So we are trying to give them value by growing in them, like spices. These spices, oregano. This oregano is very important in our bodies. But you find people in the community just dump. So it was a dumping site. It was well known, but now we have turned it into useful space. So we are now treating waste in humble way than the way they have been just dumping, like what happened there at Chitez. People have been dumping waste than creating people who manage waste from there.
I understand. So there is a part where you mentioned of where you say the president is encouraging people to grow coffee, and there are also other crops, cash crops that cash they could concentrate on, that people consume on a daily, and they also grow very fast in a very short period of time. Tell us more about that.
For me, I think that it's a good business, coffee, but you find that we have few people using coffee in Uganda. It's not that everyone is using coffee, but let us turn these spices into a cash crop, because when during my small schooling, they tell us the cash crops we have in Uganda is coffee, cotton, but I'm not seeing people interested in cotton. I'm seeing few areas that are favorite.
Okay, so nga S Media we twabagambye tero tuli mbaleeta kintu kipya, era ng'essaawa eno tukyalina omwami Daddy Africa. Nze Daddy Africa lyansanyusizza nnyo lyengenda okukozesa ne Africa tujjamu balagako maaso awo. Yes, so before we had an interview where we chatted about what you guys are up to, what you're doing, what you're doing. In fact, this is an initiative, guys. These words are different, okay? This is an initiative, and it's called Inkumbi Telimba Initiative Limited, and their motto is waste is money. So he's going to take us around to see, and also to tell us, he mentioned of the kind of space, Esther, buzizarachi wano wagonda nnyo, right? Natuwa lwaki wagonda nnyo. Nachagenda kitugamba. So first tell us how you came up to find this place.
Yeah, so this is the background or the small profile about our community. So all this community was seeing around 20 feet down plastic. It was a dumping site. So since we're in valley, people bring waste from Acacia, Kololo, upper Kololo, Simanyi, lower Kololo. We have Naguru, upper Naguru, Simanyi Vichi. We have Chebando. So these are all hills that for us we are in valley. So they normally release waste during heavy rainfall. So you find that our trenches are blocked. That's why sometimes we have floods. So even people, you have moved in our community, you have seen how people litter waste. People, some are drunkards, some are teenage mothers. You have seen our community. So this is why we use sand to put on the top, so that we can have a settlement, and so that we can have a green initiative that you are seeing around. We are using these bottles because people litter them in the community. So we are trying to give them value by growing in them, like spices. These spices, oregano. This oregano is very important in our bodies, but you find people in the community just dump. So it was a dumping site. It was well known, but now we have turned it into useful space. So we are now treating waste in humble way than the way they have been just dumping, like what happened there at Chitez. People have been dumping waste than creating people who manage waste from there.
I understand. So there is a part where you mentioned of where you say the president is encouraging people to grow coffee, and there are also other crops, cash crops that they could concentrate on, that people consume on a daily, and they also grow very fast in a very short period of time. Tell us more about that.
For me, I think that it's a good business, coffee, but you find that we have few people using coffee in Uganda. It's not that everyone is using coffee, but let us turn these spices into a cash crop, because when during my small schooling, they tell us the cash crops we have in Uganda is coffee, cotton, but I'm not seeing people interested in cotton. I'm seeing few few areas that are favorite for coffee and cotton. They are one interested in growing cotton.
Yeah.
But you find that spices, everyone is using spices, and they grow very fast.
Yeah. So tell us some of the spices we have here.
So we have oregano, we have thyme, we have lemon balm, we have mint, we have rosemary. These are all useful spices, you know, and they grow very fast. These are the anti-aging spices. Tuina mabatunga, they have grown up, you know, but these spices, they can help their bones to build stronger, you know, and also it's a very easy business. If we make spices commercial, we can get money.
Yeah, and because you know spices are actually very expensive.
Yes.
When you go to the supermarket just to buy a tiny tin of like coriander or paprika or those how do they the one the powdered ones.
Yeah, powdered ones.
They are very expensive.
Yeah.
So imagine if you had this whole place with just spices, and then you can
There are herbs.
you can take them and sell them off. It's really amazing. So
and you can learn more adding value on them.
yeah.
Because some people eat processed food, they eat processed spices, but you can have your own spice at home.
Okay.
You are saving environment, you are helping your body, because our body lacks nutrients.
Okay.
Nutrients are very far, so you have to make nutrients available, you know. So you find that some people, they just believe in coffee, but you grow coffee in Uganda, then you take it to Europe, then you come back with money. If you get sick, again you go.
Go back to
you
Europe.
you go and give them money.
I know.
So you guys, we need
should
to
think
wake
properly.
up. You know,
Yeah.
we should think properly.
Yeah.
These spices, you can use them every day. Even you yourself, even if you don't take. But if you're hungry, you're going to eat one.
No, you won't.
You can't eat that coffee. But
Yeah.
if you are growing skuma week,
Uh-huh.
if you are growing spinach, if you are
Mushroom.
growing broccoli, mushroom. Do you know that mushroom supports cotton growing?
I didn't know.
We are not going to, we shall not take to make clothes for us, but we shall use it in mushroom growing.
Yeah.
It supports millet growing, you know. So you find that we have to grow things that helping us, because at the moment we are chasing bazungu. If we are chasing them, how are we going to sell our coffee to them if we are chasing them right now?
Yeah.
So if we are chasing them, katubere bagamba ekikusigula, katubere n'ekintu ekinatubeereramu nga bano bagenze kubanga batubeereddemu. They
Right.
have been there for us.
Yeah.
Even this English we are using,
It is theirs.
it is theirs. So guys,
So yeah, so we're also going to go and look into the oh, we cannot look there.
they are not there right now.
Yeah.
But you can just.
But
have
at
a
least they
view.
can see how a coffee a mushroom setup.
Yes.
Yeah. The mushroom setup. Then yeah. So guys, we are looking into the mushroom setup, and this
Yeah,
is how
so-
it looks in a guys, this is how big is this space?
We are 45 feet to 50.
A
Around all
very,
the place.
a very small space where some people can like just park their cars, or
Yeah.
sometimes they use it as
As their
their parking.
as their store.
Yeah, their store,
Yeah.
just emptied, having not even anything. But these guys have set up and they've put up, you see,
So
binonga emubiraba.
now we have already harvested.
Okay.
We are still looking for some. We are going to add more mushrooms next week.
Okay.
Because for us, we buy the seeds, then we raise them, we sell. After selling, we go back and we buy. So now we have finished. So we use these mushroom things in our waste management.
Okay.
Because some of those, they will think that this is waste. This is not waste. We are going to use it. It's going back in the garden,
Okay.
in the soil.
Okay.
So we shall see the soil facility and you will witness by your eyes.
You guys, I'm with a very creative gentleman here. He is so young, first of all. He doesn't even have any, I don't think he's doing this because he wants to be so rich, because he's doing this because he wants to give back to the environment. He wants to, be something, do something that's going to last for a lifetime. Okay, we have some bottles there. I was told those bottles you guys use them for construction.
Yeah, these bottles that they litter around, these are building materials. We make glasses out of them. We make wind chimes out of them. We make flower pots. A lot you can get from.
So here in this ghetto area we are in, these guys are not using bricks to make their constructions. They are using bottles with concrete. Yeah. Bakozesa amacupa both aga glass naga plastic okola infrastructure waabwe nga emulaba wano eno. Tetulina mabaati, tetulina kintu kyonna kikwatagana n'amabulooka. Tulina glass bottles ne plastic bottles. So we've shown there is also now this. This was what?
So here, this is a fridge remains. Like this scrap people after getting their scrap, they just throw them around.
Yeah.
So for us, we pick them. So here inside, we have very many recycled glasses.
Okay.
Like 300 of them.
Okay.
So it works as our storage for glasses.
You guys just see the creativity here.
Yeah, we are still setting our site so that each project can stand for itself.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why we're trying to touch each other. And
So you guys, as you're there planning to throw away your fridge, don't just throw it away as waste. At least bring it to these guys. They can use it for something that's very important. This is they're using it as their storage for glasses, and I think they also have so many other things they can keep inside there. There is also another part of that fridge that we have here.
It can be a garden.
Yeah, they're using it as a garden.
Yeah, it can be a nursery bed. So here you have different. This is a tamarind tree. This is the lemon balm. So yeah, that's lemon balm. So it can be a nursery bed. So here it means that even if you have a bucket at home, even if you have a shoes, even if you have a trouser, even if you have a shirt, it can be a garden.
Okay.
Any local available material, because we are the ones that producing the things.
Okay, so we also have this other part. Tell us something about this. I see buckets that are covered.
Yeah.
What is this about?
So this is our waste storage, where we keep waste from. Because we always collect waste from the community, especially the organic waste, the food remains, the agricultural residues, and also the food scraps that's trying to carry diseases in our community. So we collect them and we have the technology. So this is our storage, because we need to keep our environment clean. So if I pour all this waste around here, do you know you cannot even stand here? Yeah. But you can see that we can keep it inside and we process.
Without getting
so we are trying to make our places attractive, even if we are dealing with waste. But
we have to be clean.
Yeah, we have to be clean.
You guys, because you're dealing with waste doesn't mean you should look like waste. Yeah. Okay? Keep yourself clean. These guys, are dealing with very dirty things. Sometimes we see people picking bottles and dirty things, and you're like, oh, where do these guys stay? If you come here, you'll know. Yeah, they are serving us, and they are clean. Yeah. These things having dirty substances. I don't know what's there. I think if you're to open.
We have gloves that help us during the work. So because we don't have a shredder machine that can shred our waste, so we use this plastic to powder our things so that they can become soft. Wow. So everything you're seeing inside here, it's useful. Nothing here, it's waste.
Come and take us this side. There is also here.
So because we have fuel storage, we are trying also to utilize these fridges that are being dumped. So it smells badly. So bad, yeah. So at least this one. So we are
this is now at what stage for it to be smelling?
We have collected bad? Today.
Oh.
So
you can eat as well from here. That time it wasn't smelling.
Yeah, this one it is too smelling, but we have collected this one today. Okay. So we are going to empty these things, because the other one, that's where the waste is from. Oh. So we have some slow system, but we are going to use it. So after here we are going to collect. This is the main collection, but this one just added, because we don't want to lose. If you dump this waste in the trench, for us we cry, and other people, because it's going to rain, people release waste and this waste broke the trenches and people get floods. The outcomes of floods, we have family breakdown, disease breakdown. So if you dump this waste, for us we feel bad because even other people will get sick.
Let me first remind them that we are talking to P7 dropout. They shouldn't think you even have a degree.
Yeah.
But you know all these things and they are very important.
Yeah, true.
They're educating me and already I have a degree.
Yeah, for me, I'm school P7 dropout, and I'm a Musoga.
Yeah, so you guys don't think for someone to drop out of school, they are stupid or they are dense or they don't have the brains to go on with academics. Sometimes there are different reasons, but they are actually naturally very, very smart people.
Yeah, so here we are collecting different types of waste, and it helps us to separate the inorganic.
Yeah.
Organic and inorganic waste, so that we have the good results for our fertilizers. So here you can see our local blueism, they produce also waste.
Okay.
Not only us, but also these people take malwa. You have waste and you just dump in mwala, you leave, This is a very good nutrients to soil. Because here we have millet, we have different types that they are being grown here in Uganda.
Wow.
So we are adding value to waste because our president said omuntu alima amatooke embidde akolemu omwenge ayongereko value kyakola. So even us, we are adding value to waste. Yes, we are trying to add the value.
And by the way, you guys, what is very interesting with this whole thing we're trying to cover is that we have a lot of waste, sometimes even compared to the the producers. That is just, the producers for all the things of refined healthy could be few, but there is a lot of waste that we don't even know where to put it. Yes. Okay, but there is an initiative here that are utilizing. I see tomatoes, there are people in markets that don't know where to drop their damaged tomatoes, they don't know where to put their damaged cabbage, their damaged everything.
And we are losing fertilizer.
And they are
This is farming, it is the backbone for
sometimes
the world.
By the way, sometimes when I'm moving around Kampala, you can see trucks for waste. I wonder where they take those things. I wish they could just bring them direct to you guys.
No, what we need is we have to expand this idea.
Yeah, we need land, guys.
Yeah, and the government should give us a land and give us support, because those trucks, they can bring the waste where we are managing it from.
You guys.
But right now we have a small space.
So
we continue. We shall first go in the soil facility.
Okay.
Then we go there.
All right. So you guys, we are still moving around with this very intelligent man. He has showed us they only need land for them to carry on with this activity that is very productive to the community and also to themselves and also to the country at large, right? They need land for people instead of worrying about, now you see there was an incident in Chitezi, right? Where there was a lot of rubbish and stuff, but these guys are using the rubbish to do something. If they could only get enough land, and these guys just enough machinery and enough labor.
Even youth people are going to, even slum youth, they are going to be empowered.
Yes.
Not only slums, even uptown youth, all youth are going to be
all youth.
Than looking for jobs and going in Canada and start.
First tell these
cleaning.
people about it. I see this is a Changwe plant.
Yeah, this is a local sponge.
A local sponge.
Yeah.
People that go to supermarkets and they want those local, sponges. Yeah. Here is how it looks like.
Yeah, they buy them from ghetto. You think you are not working with the ghetto, but you are bathing with the ghetto.
You see?
Because those people come and buy from here and they go and add value.
Okay.
So in another way, we are working with ghetto people.
All right.
Don't run from us. So
we are here.
This is a soil facility.
Yeah.
So here we mean that we produce the things that had value to our soil.
Okay.
Yes. So right now, we started with this house. This is the BSF, Black Soldier Fly Farming Project.
Okay.
We started with this as we are beneficiaries, but we started as pioneers, but right now we are partners.
Okay.
We are working with Ent Organic Farm Uganda.
Okay.
So these are our trays.
I'm very short, you guys. I can't reach.
So this tray takes one tanker of waste.
Okay.
So I'm going to take you where we call hatchery house,
Okay.
where we have the eggs hatched and we have larvae. So I'm going to have a sample here of larvae. So we introduce the waste here, then we introduce 5 days old larvae. They eat this waste in 14 days.
Okay.
After 14 days, we separate.
Is the larvae there?
Yeah.
You want to show larvae?
Yes.
What I get scared? What I get scared?
They are here.
Oh my god, like, like they're like maggots. Oh my god.
So these are clean
So
because
guys,
this is a black soldier fly larvae. It's not a house fly,
okay.
you know. So these larvae, they eat
I'm
waste.
getting chills because I don't deal with things that crawl.
And you find that, and
no.
you find that the Vaseline you have used, you find that the Vaseline you are using, they made it from these maggots.
Really?
Yes.
The ones that make us glow.
Yes. This
Wow.
anti-aging oil, they make out of this larvae. They make lotions. They add value. So you eat it in another way.
Wow.
Do you see these chickens that they say enkoko bazikuba eddaga tebazikuba eddaga, they eat
Bazikuba
BSF,
larvae.
they
Yes.
eat BSF because this one chickens grow very fast. This is the feed for the chickens, fish, ducks,
We are
pigs.
super proud of the ghetto.
Yes, all.
Yeah.
This is knowledge that everyone lacks. If you are unemployed, you are chilling. Chilling doesn't pay bills, but working pay bills.
Yeah, I know.
Innovation pay bills. So all this tray, we use over a ton of waste.
So where do you get the larvae? Comes from the west?
No,
Where does it come from?
I'm going to take you through the good thing, the process, it's around. So that's our filter that we use.
Okay.
That one's fertilizer.
Okay.
Even this one. So this is the fertilizer after all the system it's done. So this is the fertilizer.
With all the larvae and everything.
Yes.
Okay.
So this larvae, we have our chickens here around.
Okay.
They eat. Even people
You
buy.
also have chicken.
Yes, we have
Hey.
chickens here.
You people.
We have chickens here.
Okay.
So that they sample our larvae.
Oh, so you have these chickens to help you sample whether the things are working.
Yeah, people come and buy this larvae from the community.
Yeah, they also have some ducks. Oh, that's why you serve them.
So here we don't move around to look for feeds.
Okay.
Because the other time I used to move around looking for feeds for the chickens. But since Ent Organic Farm trained us how to use these larvae, we are now have available feeds. And we are selling it to the community, to the local farmers, to the young people who have small chickens at home.
Yeah.
And they have no money for buying feeds. They're expensive.
You sell them to them, right?
Yeah, 2,000 only.
Wow.
Ugandan shillings.
Wow.
So you find that people have their witness. If someone sees the chickens are growing well, he send another person like that.
You guys, we are just in, I don't know, shock. Oba what? Oba how? I don't know, but we are just impressed.
We are still here. We are here. First come this side. Excuse me. We are still here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Eno. BSF.
Okay. Wow.
Just in the ninga super guide.
Oh.
The ninga super guide naye nga y'abakyala okusingira ddala. So tutraining abakyala kubanga abakyala be basinga okuproducinga
Tuba
waste.
n'obudde. Okay.
Be baproducinga waste, be bamanyi kasasira afuluma ewaka. So kati muno we have the eggs. They are ready here. They are hatching.
So the larvae.
Yeah, I'm going to show the example here. It was the first tray. So these are eggs.
Okay.
So this is maize bland. So we buy maize bland, we mix.
Okay.
So we put the eggs up.
Okay.
After 5 days, they hatch. They turn for the larvae. Yeah, this is the black soldier fly technology. So when they hatch, they turn into larvae.
I beg, first pause. People, when you say technology, do you know sometimes think technology are machines? Tell them more about that part.
So this is insect technology.
Okay.
And people think that only having bees, that only the insect that they can have at home.
Okay.
But also this larvae, they're insect because they turn into fly, a black soldier fly.
Okay.
And this fly is the smartest. It doesn't want dirty things.
Okay.
Even if it goes to environment, it doesn't carry any disease. So that's why there is steps. if you fail up with these steps, you won't get anything. So these larvae, they're not coming out of the housefly, but they have steps. So these are eggs. So when they hatch, after 5 days, we introduce them in our big pile.
And by the way, this larvae doesn't smell.
No, yes.
Yeah, it doesn't smell.
Doesn't smell. So these are, now here we have this one, they are going into a fly. So you can see the flies. This is a black soldier fly. So these ones, they are going back in our nest that we're going to visit up there.
Oh, when I see these things,
Yes.
I think I've seen such insects somewhere before, and they were coming from like a rubbish pit. Huh? And I can't understand where are these things coming from.
The environment doesn't allow this system to move well.
Oh.
So for us, what we do, we adopt that environment, we bring it here.
So when I see these insects, I just have to keep them.
Yeah, just say, oh, black soldier.
Oh, come here, baby.
So that's why these lock chickens, this baganda, no, I will not use baganda because they are, I'm segregating
You're being
some.
tribalistic.
I'm tribalistic, other people. But let me say, local chickens,
Okay.
they normally look for this. They look for love. That's why they lay eggs which are yellow yolk.
Oh, and they are actually said to be the most healthy.
Yeah, the most healthy.
Okay.
So means if you have your chickens feeding on love, they're going to have a yellow yolk.
Wow.
The eggs that they're going to have.
So for those that are looking for yellow yolk,
Yeah.
here is the nutrients.
Yeah, this is the nutrients. And we sing mukene 5 times. And ate mukene naku zino takyaliwo
ate wabbeeyi.
wabbeeyi aliko n'amagye kati lwaki tetukozesa kino kitakuumibwa mu this is it's a soldier itself.
You
It's a
guys.
black soldier fly, you know. So we are still
Kakati
getting
abalima enkoko
Yeah.
tulekerawo okwerimba tumanyi ewali tubadde tuli eyo nga tulowooza tulina kuliisa ebintu byaffe bye tulina okukozesa tulina liisa mukene naye there is larvae here.
So these ones, they are about to hatch.
Wow.
So when they hatch, they are going to be very many inside here.
Okay.
Yeah.